Hey guys, this is Romiel. I'm the founder of eComRecruiter, and this is Business 100.
Do you think a personal brand is necessary for career growth today?
I think it's important. I don't think it's necessarily necessary. It obviously depends on what your position is and what you're doing. But I think it's definitely helpful for a lot of people.
What's one quality you look for in a new hire?
Someone who's hungry, someone who is passionate and really genuinely cares about providing value for the company that they're working for. So yeah, I would say hunger and just an extremely hard work ethic.
Would you rather hire someone overqualified or slightly underqualified?
It really depends on the role and how much time I have to let the person grow. If I have a lot of time and it's like not too complex of a role, then I would go for the underqualified person. If it's someone who I just need someone to like do a great job right away, then I would go overqualified.
What's your go-to question for a job candidate?
If we give you a task and you don't know what to do, how would you deal with that? Would you ask us? Would you try to figure it out? That's my question.
What's the best piece of leadership advice you've ever received?
Be someone who's worth leading, meaning that like you should be willing to do and capable of doing whatever it is that your team is doing. So if you're leading a team, you should always work harder than them because they're always going to work like probably a little less harder than you do. So as the leader, you have to always be on your game and always be outperforming them.
What's the hardest lesson you've learned about organic growth?
It takes time. It takes a lot of time and patience. But the benefits of doing it far outweigh the downfalls of like all the time and effort that it takes. In the long term, it really pays off.
How do you come up with content ideas that actually resonate?
I just look at the pains and the problems of the clients that I work with. So I hop on a lot of calls with my clients and I kind of just ask them questions about what they're going through, what their pains, what their problems are. And I kind of just take all of those pains and problems and convert them into content ideas. And I basically like solve their problem in my content.
If you had to start your social media from scratch, what would you do differently this time?
Focus on the pain points of the people that you're serving, and not just write content about what you want to write about. That was probably one of the main mistakes that I made early on, is just like, what do I feel like writing today? As opposed to looking from the client's perspective. So yeah, if I was starting a social media today, I would go straight into like figuring out what my clients actually want to see, what they actually care about, and just focusing on that.